First of all, who makes the rules that says college athletes can't be paid? Well, the U.S. Department of Education has a law titled Title IX, or Title IX. That states that each student athlete from a university has to have equal opportunities, perks, and compensation for their events at that university. This means that if a college quarterback is paid for a game, then a field hockey player who sits the bench should also be paid for the game. But this can be argued by saying that athletes who bring in bigger crowds or are better than other athletes generate bigger crowds, which generates more money for the university, so they should be paid more than people who don't bring in those crowds. Also, it's like in the workforce, if one person does a better job than the other person, that person's going to get paid more. In the same way, if one person works for a company that makes a lot of money and does the same job as someone who works for a different company that doesn't make a lot of money, the person who works for the company that makes a lot of money is going to make more money than the person whose company doesn't make any money. So why should the athletes be paid? Each school, each level of school that you go to, for example, elementary school is preparing you for middle school. Middle school is preparing you for high school. High school is preparing you for college. College prepares you for the workforce. So when you go to the workforce, if a college athlete is bringing in a giant crowd and a bunch of money from the university, that's not preparing them for the workforce if you don't pay them. Because they're bringing you the money, they're doing all the work, but they're not getting any money for it. Secondly, college students struggle for money. We all know that. The debt and the time that it takes to make money for college students is just overwhelming. But normal college students have more time than student athletes because student athletes are always practicing, playing, or watching film for their teams, and they don't have time to get a regular paying job. Thirdly, athletes are the only reason why those universities are making money for those games. I don't know about you, but I've never been to a game that doesn't have any players. That wouldn't make any sense. So, where would the money come from? According to ESPN, in 2016 alone, the Power 5 conferences, being SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, made $6 billion in just 2016. Well, of course, that number rose 50% from 2008, but this year is expected to rise 33%, which means that those Power 5 conferences are projected to make $8 billion this year alone. So I think they can kind of give some of those to the college athletes that are making it for them. And also, another reason why the NCAA is not paying these athletes is because they're resistant to change. We know that. College football playoff just started in 2014, and it's still not perfect because there's only 4 teams, and Georgia got snubbed this year. So, in conclusion, the college athletes should be paid. They do all the work for the money, so they should get some of it. Secondly, they struggle for money because they don't have time. So the colleges should help them succeed in that way. And finally, the athletes are the ones that make the money.